Alex Debogorski was one of those loved and respected reality figures in ice road truckers who experienced an incredibly sad tragedy that had the entire show's community and fans touched. His story, filled with both resilience and sorrow, has left a lasting impression. In this video, we shall discuss what happened at this tragic moment and reflect on the enduring legacy of Alex Debogorski. But before speaking about the recent happenings, let's take a look at his early life. Early life and career of Alex. Alex Debogorski was born on August 4, 1953 in Berwyn, Alberta, Canada, to an immigrant family from Poland. His father had been a paratrooper with the Free Polish Brigade during the Second World War, while his mother had gone to Cambridge University, studying mathematics and music. Alex's strong sense of perseverance in life was instilled by his father and mother. His parents' escape from Poland during the war greatly influenced Alex's upbringing and instilled a resilience that would define his life later on. Growing up on a farm in Alberta, Alex quickly learned about some of life's hard realities. He attended the University of Alberta for a short time before leaving to become one of those people who tried their hand at many jobs, including working in a tire shop, driving a taxi, acting as a bouncer in a club, and as an oil rigger. First-hand experience with the rigors of hard work and the value of safety, developed during his coal mining days, formed an ingredient later on in his life. At 19 years old, Alex chose to become a truck driver, a career path that would mark his future. In 1976, he moved with his wife Louise to Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories. His adventurousness combined with an irrepressible work ethic would eventually turn him into one of the stars of ice road truckers. In 1980, he purchased his first truck and began long-haul trucking across the continent. Alex had a very diverse range of working experiences that prepared him for success with the dangerous ice roads of northern Canada. Ice Road Truckers series. Speaking of those ice roads, Ice Road Truckers was a reality television series that ran on the History Channel from June 17, 2007 to November 9, 2017. The program tracked the dangerous highways that truck drivers traverse on roadways made of ice, primarily during winter in both Canada and Alaska. The frozen lakes and rivers of both countries briefly became dual highways during this period of the year. The series chronicled these truckers as they delivered much-needed supplies to isolated communities and diamond mines across the Northwest Territories. Across any given season, drivers would go through extreme weather, terrible terrain, and the quite real danger of an accident on fragile ice in a span of a few months. 6 drivers were introduced in the first season, including Alex Debogorski and Hugh Rowland, both of whom immediately jumped to the top of the list as fan favorites due to their interesting personas and storylines. Created by Tom Beers, the program, in all its glory, was shot in high definition to bring forth the visual beauty and yet harshness of the Arctic landscape. 3.4 million viewers tuned into its premiere episode, making this one of the highest-rated original airings on the network at that time. A total of 138 episodes were aired throughout its 11-season run. A documentary series that follows the many dangers truckers face on the ice roads, from fighting through heavy blizzards and whiteouts to mechanical breakdowns and the possible psychological toll of being alone on the ice. As if the work is not hazardous enough, drivers often have small bets among themselves over who can deliver the most loads within a constrained period, turning the already competitive job into one of rivalry. While Ice Road Truckers was praised for its realism regarding the profession of truck driving and the personal lives of its drivers, it did not come without controversy. Some critics claimed that the show at times would make the conduct of bad driving look exciting to entertain audiences, and that might set a very unsafe standard among truck drivers. These chide notwithstanding, Ice Road Truckers succeeded in making a permanent impression on popular culture and bringing awareness to most that truckers are quite important in the resupply of isolated communities. It did something to the audience and gave them an insight into the strict world of ice road trucking, and for that, it's secured within the annals of reality TV history. The casting process for Ice Road Truckers was a key factor in the show's success, as producers sought individuals who could genuinely convey the dangers and intensity of ice road trucking. In 2006, a film crew from the History Channel traveled to Yellowknife, Canada, a major hub for ice road trucking, in search of charismatic truckers with compelling stories. One name that repeatedly came up was Alex Debogorski, a well-known and respected figure in the local trucking community. His reputation as an experienced trucker with a larger-than-life personality made him an ideal candidate for the show. Producers prioritized truckers with extensive experience on ice roads, but also focused on finding strong storytellers who could share personal anecdotes about navigating treacherous conditions. This combination of technical expertise and personal drama was essential in captivating audiences. Of those candidates, Alex Debogorski stood out right away. His vast knowledge of ice road trucking, mixed with an engaging personality, made him a no-brainer for the series. Coupled with other main cast members like Hugh Rowland and Lisa Kelly, Alex helped create the dynamic group of drivers that drew in viewers, each bringing their unique perspective and skills to the screen. The cast's dynamic personalities were a major part of the show's appeal. Viewers were not only drawn to the thrill of ice road trucking, but also to the personal stories and relationships that unfolded. The blend of high-stakes driving and human drama made Ice Road Truckers one of the most popular reality series of its time. Alex Debogorski's rise to prominence and challenges on Ice Road Truckers. In 2007, Alex Debogorski was center stage as an original cast member for the series Ice Road Truckers. His big personality and natural storytelling ability quickly made him one of the audience's favorites. With his trademark catchphrase, "Keep on trucking," Alex would captivate with stories about his life on the ice roads, amassing a most ardent following over the show's 10 seasons. Alex's career has inspired many aspiring truckers by showcasing both the challenges and rewards of life on the ice roads. His contributions to the industry and his role in the show have solidified his status as a legendary figure in trucking. One standout moment in Alex's career occurred during the Season 9 finale of Ice Road Truckers titled Icy Alliance. In a race against time to deliver a critical load before the ice roads became impassable, Alex faced a potentially life-threatening situation. While navigating a blind curve, he found himself face-to-face with a 20-ton tanker truck heading straight for him. Both drivers hit their brakes, but the slick ice made stopping nearly impossible. The tanker sideswiped Alex's rig, causing significant damage, but fortunately a direct collision was avoided. Several factors helped prevent a more severe accident. Both trucks were traveling at relatively low speeds, and the tanker was empty, reducing the risk of fire or explosion. Alex's quick reflexes and years of experience were crucial in preventing disaster, as one had to keep cool and reason out under pressure what to do. The first thing he was concerned with right after the accident was whether the other driver was all right. This was a testimony to the camaraderie and professionalism that exists among the truckers on these ice roads. That was a close call that well underlined the fact that ice road trucking is dangerous work, which often separates life from death based on experience and quick thinking. Alex's ability to handle such a hazardous situation further cemented his reputation as one of the best and most respected drivers out there. Besides driving in the daytime, nighttime ice road driving by Alex further explains the adaptability and skill he possesses. It is problematic to drive at night, especially on icy roads where poor road visibility increases the danger. However, Alex pointed out several times that sometimes the contrast made by the headlights reflecting from the snow helped him distinguish the boundaries of the roadway better than in daylight when sunlight created a blinding glare. Besides, less traffic at night enables a driver to be more concentrated on driving and not be stressed by finding one's way through jammed roads. Alex has years of experience and composure regarding extreme conditions, and he adapts to all kinds of physical and mental challenges on these ice roads. He has handled psychological pressures brought about by isolation, especially during night drives. All this has become part of his reputation as an experienced truck driver, Mental struggles of Alex Debogorski. Apart from the physical challenges that he had to put up with in his ice road trucking, Alex Debogorski has also faced some major mental health challenges during his career, especially when personal tragedies occurred. These have deeply shaped his view of mental well-being and stressed that in such dangerous professions, resilience must be cultivated. Spending hours on remote ice roads is some of the most isolated time, which again surfaces as one of the biggest challenges to mental health for truckers like Alex. The time in isolation can result in lonely feelings and emotional strain that's hard to get over despite the brotherhood among the drivers. Alex has spoken about how, when driving at night, truckers often chat on the radio, sharing stories and jokes to alleviate loneliness. Such conversations reassure them of their connectivity, but the isolation buried deep within remains a persistent challenge to many. Needless to say, a job like ice road trucking has tints of high levels of pressure surrounding the occupation. Truckers are more often than not racing against a tight schedule, driving on hazardous roads, and their very lives become jeopardized in such situations. Alex has been quite vocal about how the fear of doing the job resulted after he watched fellow drivers go through accidents. The ever-present risk of disaster adds to the mental toll. Alex grapples with these issues by fostering positivity in his life. He reduces this stress by always keeping in touch with his family or with music and audiobooks. He practices mindfulness when on the road. He has also realized his physical and mental health's importance and dedicated himself to a far healthier lifestyle in terms of changing his diet and taking supplements through natural products as a means of sustaining his well-being through such a busy career. Andrew's death. Despite his successful career, tragedy hit when he lost his son Andrew in December 2018. Diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, known most as ALS, in 2017, Andrew faced a rapid decline due to the disease, which affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord responsible for the progressive loss of muscle control. Despite his illness, Andrew remained incredibly brave and positive, communicating with his family through assistive devices after his body had given out. However, a terrible fire took place on December 28, 2018, in Yellowknife and destroyed Andrew's residence. Due to his condition, Andrew faced significant challenges during the fire. He had one of the saddest moments when he died, adding to the agonies that the Debogorski family had faced in the battle he had with ALS. Andrew was not selfish at the last moment of his life. He told his wife to save the children first, an act of love towards his family. His death was a great shock and a big blow to Alex, Louise, and the whole family. Alex has spoken candidly about the overwhelming grief that is imbued with sorrow and helplessness when a child dies. This tragedy deeply affected Alex, and he has spoken about the heartbreak of losing his son. Following Andrew's death, the family of Alex Debogorski drew strength from above and support from their community. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers called in condolences, offering to help the family get through it. Fundraisers and acts of charity not only kept them emotionally comforted, but also helped to be of practical use to them in their time of need. This collective outpouring of compassion would serve to make the Debogorski family much less isolated in their pain and remind them that indeed they were not alone. Alex and Louise marital bliss. On a more personal front, Alex's relationship with his wife, Louise, has been a cornerstone of stability and love throughout his life. Married in 1972 when Alex was just 19 years old, their partnership has endured numerous challenges over the decades. From the early struggles of starting a life together to the demands of Alex's career as an ice road trucker, their relationship has been a testament to resilience and mutual support. The bedrock of their marriage is a deep respect for each other and shared values. Throughout Alex's diverse career paths, from working in coal mines to long-haul trucking, Louise has been a constant presence of encouragement. She had faith in Alex's potential, and he gained the confidence to enter the trucking profession, making him a celebrity later on in ice road truckers. Notwithstanding the fame and strains of his job, Alex always attributed his success to Louise, who kept him stable. The demands of ice road trucking meant long hours and frequent periods of separation, which could have strained their relationship. However, Alex and Louise prioritized their connection, maintaining regular communication through phone calls and messages while he was on the road. Their commitment to one another helped them work through these separations and kept their bond strong through the most difficult times. They have 11 children together, and that takes a lot of dedication and patience. With such a big family and Alex often away, much of the daily management fell to Louise, juggling schedules and managing the household. Even with the demands of his job, Alex was determined to be actively involved in his children's lives, teaching them about his values and life lessons. In return, Louise made the home a comfortable place where each of the children was made to feel wanted and loved. The partnership not only cemented their marriage but also brought them closer as a family and made the family strong. With 14 grandchildren, the next generation brought Alex and Louise Debogorski great joy and fulfillment in its growth. Binding their big family close together, gatherings filled with laughter, stories, and shared experiences continued to strengthen. For Alex and Louise, raising children merely prolonged the excitement into grandparenthood, bringing renewed purpose and happiness. After Ice Road Truckers ended in 2017, Alex was able to continue his adventurous spirit by going on to prospect for gold and diamonds in the Northwest Territories of Canada. This kept him in the rugged outdoors to which he was so accustomed throughout his years as a trucker. Such prospecting requires patience, determination, and geological knowledge. Alex had all three. Although the success varied, it was an adventure in its exploration and connection with nature that kept him going. Alex would frequently speak about his prospecting adventures and encouraged others to get out and enjoy an adventure and discover the unknown. King of the Road. In addition to his prospecting work, Alex shared his life and career in 2010 through the name King of the Road, True Tales from a Legendary Ice Road Trucker. It mainly constitutes his personal stories, humor, and lessons learned through life that give an idea to the readers about his life as an ice road trucker. With candid stories of animal encounters, assessing unsafe ice conditions, and coping with the desolation of the ice roads, Alex put readers into his world. The book was praised for its honesty and engaging narrative, making it entertaining not only for the fans of the series but also for those who never watched it. Other cast members and their success. Alex's cast member Hugh Rowland, aka Polar Bear, also emulated success in writing. Born in 1963, Hugh overcame lots of odds on the way to poverty and family problems to become a legend in the field of ice road trucking. His driving career began in the early 1980s, hauling goods right across North America down to the lucrative yet perilous world of ice road trucking. His resilience, expertise, and larger-than-life personality made Hugh a favorite figure on ice road truckers. Hugh was popular among viewers for his determination and strength in the trucking community. Both Alex and Hugh had the grit and endurance one needed to thrive in such a perilous profession. Their personal stories of struggle and success continue to motivate many through their documentary and written accounts of adventure. Through work with the show, Ice Road Truckers, they also brought attention to a very often overlooked world of ice road trucking and demonstrated just what strength of character it takes not only to make it through life's challenges, but also to overcome frozen roads. Soon enough, the entrepreneurial spirit engulfed Rowland, and he initiated his own trucking company by the name of VP Express. Along the way, buying several trucks and drivers made him an accomplished businessman in the world of ice road trucking. The ability to handle business operations with confidence while his hands were full driving earned him a reputation for reliability and expertise under hazardous conditions. His charismatic personality and exceptional driving skills quickly made him one of the most recognizable stars of the show. He appeared in 112 episodes over 8 seasons, becoming one of the most featured drivers on the show, other being Alex Debogorski. Polar Bear, as he was known to many, put across both his rugged appearance and fearless approach to ice road trucking. Being loud-mouthed and aggressive on the road, he regularly drove some of the most dangerous routes and often was at odds with safety protocols, but won a lot of fans due to such daring nature. On ice road truckers, Roland faced several challenges that tested his driving skills. The weather conditions were harsh and the ice roads were hazardous. They threatened him with one situation after another and even needed skill, sometimes even fast decision-making and adaptability. He has talked candidly about the risks of his job, and he has said experience and intuition go hand in hand on hazardous routes like these. Not all went as smooth sailing as Roland on the show. Crew dynamics were challenged, especially as some of his drivers' attitudes changed with the rise of fame. He complained about having to let many employees go in filming due to the new status of their celebrity impacting their work ethic. Other than the workplace challenges, his career received a serious turn after an accident with one of the show's producers. The incident rendered serious injuries to him, which eventually led him to retire from the ice road trucking. This situation had a personal consequence on both his professional and personal life. Despite his ups and downs in the career field, Hugh Roland still stands to be one of the iconic figures in the ice road trucking world. His contribution toward ice road truckers helped raise awareness concerning truckers operating in extreme conditions, while entertaining those who viewed it globally. Roland also wrote a book titled On Thin Ice: Breakdowns, Whiteouts, and Survival on the World's Deadliest Roads, where he shares insights from his experiences as an ice road trucker and behind-the-scenes stories that happened while filming the show. His legacy will continue to live on to inspire new truckers and adventurers alike who truly appreciate his tenacity and devotion to his craft. Another cast member was Lisa Kelly, one of the most well-known faces of the ice road trucking community and the star of the reality series Ice Road Truckers, who had a life that molded her into the determined, skilled driver she is today. Lisa Kelly was born on December 8, 1980, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. When she turned 6 years old, her family moved to a small farm in Sterling, Alaska. She spent the rest of her childhood in Alaska, instilled with a sense of adventure and resilience, and will soon drive along some of the most dangerous roads in the world. Kelly grew up on the outskirts of a rural community and learned from an early age the value of hard work. Growing up on the farm required her to take on several different chores that she became handy at and taught her how to use various types of machinery. It set the base for her upcoming trucking occupation. After high school, Lisa briefly attended Cornerstone University, but found that traditional education was not quite her field. She dropped out after one semester and began working whatever job she could find. She has driven a school bus, worked at gas stations, and even for a pizza company over the years. The different jobs she had given her much-needed skills and insight into various aspects of work life. Significantly during this time, she became the state freestyle motocross champion, a fact that goes to underline her adventurous spirit and risk-taking propensity. Lisa's initiation into trucking began when she took on a position as a courier driver employed by an oil company. As this did not involve any CDL requirements, Lisa was able to amass some preliminary driving experience unencumbered by qualifications. In her free time, she would drive big rigs around the company yard until she felt ready to make the career decision to become a truck driver. Once she had her CDL, Kelly continued through the different levels of advancement in the trucking world rather quickly. First, she began running local routes, then moved into being a line driver. Her ambition to be a diverse truck driver pushed her to take on different routes that were considered a little more difficult until finally drove on ice roads. Lisa Kelly developed a philosophy of hard work and overcoming obstacles from her childhood into her career. She always articulates how dreams can be achieved with commitment and sacrifice. The message is taken seriously by young aspiring drivers and females in male-dominated fields. Lisa's early experiences in the profession shaped not just her professional trajectory, but even her worldview on how she would approach being a woman in trucking. She always said how she had to work hard, twice as men, to prove herself in an industry where men ruled the roost. This has made her a role model for many women, for them to break through in various fields. Lisa Kelly joined the show, Ice Road Truckers, during Season 3 in 2009, after building her driving experience and skills in the trucking industry for years. She was working at Carlisle Transportation before she joined the series, where she developed her driving skills under unfavorable conditions. The production team approached drivers at Carlisle, and Kelly came highly recommended for being a very hard worker, but also for her quirky character. One of the first major projects on the show involved racing against time to deliver construction equipment into Dead Horse, Alaska. This first challenge exposed her skill in handling high-pressure situations across icy, treacherous roads. She carried out this run with success and proved that she was an able ice road trucker, thus setting in motion the future requirements of the show. Throughout the season, Kelly performed many taxing drives that put her ability and strength to the test. In another episode, the show has Lisa deliver an extra-long load of 80-foot pipes to an oil rig. This required exceptional precision and care as she maneuvered through narrow roads and icy conditions. During a tense moment driving through Adigan Pass, Kelly had to pull over to let two northbound trucks pass. This maneuver required quick thinking and skill as she navigated the narrow roadside gap. In Season 5, Lisa took charge of a convoy of heavy haulers, demonstrating her leadership abilities while helping fellow drivers tackle difficult slopes. One particularly harrowing incident involved her truck getting stuck on thin ice. Displaying remarkable composure under pressure, Lisa followed safety protocols while waiting for assistance, showcasing her quick thinking and resourcefulness. These experiences not only highlighted her driving skills, but also underscored the inherent dangers of ice road trucking. The physical and mental toll of working under such extreme conditions often weighed heavily on Kelly. By the end of Season 6, she decided to take a break from the show to focus on her well-being. Lisa Kelly's presence on Ice Road Truckers was groundbreaking, as she was one of the first female drivers featured prominently on the show. Her participation helped pave the way for other women in trucking, challenging stereotypes and demonstrating that women could excel in demanding roles traditionally dominated by men. She often emphasized that hard work and determination were key components of success in any field. Her popularity extended beyond just being a truck driver. She became a role model for aspiring female truckers and was recognized for her contributions to the industry. In addition to her appearances on Ice Road Truckers, she participated in various promotional activities, including commercials for Chevron lubricants and other endorsements. After leaving Ice Road Truckers, Lisa continued to pursue her passion for trucking while engaging in various projects related to animal rescue and public speaking. She has remained active on social media platforms, sharing insights into her life as a truck driver and advocating for mental health awareness within high-pressure professions. As of 2023, Lisa is still driving trucks professionally, navigating challenging routes in northern Alaska with a Freightliner Coronado 122 SD. Her journey reflects not only a personal achievement, but also an ongoing commitment to empowering others through hard work and determination. Looking at these various cast members from Ice Road Truckers, one evident thing is the immense success they have achieved. However, this success is shadowed by tragedies, notably Hugh Rowland's serious accident and the untimely death of Alex Debogorski. These underscore the challenges and risks associated with the profession of ice road trucking. Their stories reflect both the triumphs and the heartbreaking realities of life as an ice road trucker. What are your thoughts on their tales? Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.